Get ready to buckle up, because Hazbin Hotel Season 2 Episode 4 throws us straight into chaos, sharp, tongued banter, and hellish twists that'll keep you glued to the screen. If you thought redemption in the underworld was dramatic before, this chapter cranks everything up. Public scandals, surprise betrayals, demon deals, and all-out brawls. So, let's break down every wild moment, dig into the real ending, and unpack what it all means for Charlie, Alastair, Vox, and the future of the hotel. The episode kicks off with Charlie, ever the optimist despite hell's circus of treachery, determined to clear her name in the media after last week's docuseries painted the Hazbin Hotel as a total disaster. She's ready to go live on air and set the record straight, whereas Vaggie, her girlfriend and the voice of reason, warns her that the game is rigged, especially with Katie Killjoy and Vox controlling the narrative. Vaggie urges Charlie to chill and stay away from the drama, but Charlie is stubborn as ever. She's convinced that if she just explains herself directly to everyone, the lies won't stick. Meanwhile, the hotel itself is a mess of sarcastic comments and hurt feelings. Cherry is throwing shade at Angel Dust's supposed uselessness, ramping up the tension as staff and guests grind through the chaos. Cherry takes shots at Angel's role, joking that Vaggie's doing the real work and mocking Angel's lack of support during last episode's critical moment. The banter is funny, but reveals the cracks in the hotel's foundation. Everyone's confidence is shaken, and the constant negative publicity is starting to bite. Then, it's showtime. Charlie heads to her high-pressure live interview with Katie Killjoy, hoping to restore her reputation. But Killjoy is ruthless, firing off offensive jabs about Charlie's sexuality and spinning every answer to fit a sensational headline. The scene oozes tension, with Charlie desperately trying to clarify the truth behind Vox's visit and the manipulated footage, only to be interrupted and mocked. Katie and her team are relentless, even twisting Charlie's words on air so viewers hear her say something monstrous that sinners deserve extermination. Charlie obviously didn't mean it. She was explaining how Vox twisted the facts. But Killjoy pounces on the soundbite, blowing it up into scandalous breaking news. Charlie is completely derailed as social media explodes with false quotes and out-of-context clips. Nifty tries to jump in and help, but her chaotic cleaning song and random rants about the hotel's grossest features just make things worse. Classic Nifty. As this humiliation goes live, we shift to a much darker subplot. Alastair, the radio demon, fresh from quitting the hotel and dealing with the aftermath of being overpowered by Adam. Alastair is licking his wounds, doubting his own strength and the purpose of his year spent at the Hazbin Hotel. He visits Rosie, who casually reminds him that no matter how strong he became, he was never meant to best an archangel. Rosie then digs into Alastair's origins with wild flashbacks, showing us his past life in New Orleans as an ambitious, cunning mortal who negotiated with afterlife spirits to secure power in hell. Rosie's song, "Don't You Forget," hammers the point. Alastair may think he's powerful, but he's still trapped by the deals he made and her authority over him. Their little duet is both groovy and sinister, casting Alastor as her pet who's stuck in a cosmic debt until he pays off his mysterious task. Rosie promises to fix his staff one day but demands patience and obedience in return. Frustrated, Alastor hatches his own plan to escape this cycle of servitude and humiliation. He decides to take action, even as Vox and his cronies ramp up threats against the hotel. The conflict escalates quickly. Vox mocks Alastor's decline, relishing the fact that Adam trashed him, and sets up a vicious, public showdown. Valentino, ever the troll, jumps in, hoping to film the fight and add to the spectacle. What follows is classic Hazbin chaos Geo, wild brawls in back rooms, guns, explosions, insults flying, and staff scrambling. Husk, Nifty, and Angel Dust are dragged into the fray as Alastor faces off against Vox and Velvet. It's bloody, hilarious, and just when it feels like all is lost, Alastor does something totally unexpected. He flips the script. Realizing he can't win by force, Alastor offers a deal to Vox T. He'll surrender and become Vox's captive, agreeing to participate in Vox's media empire as a trophy prisoner, so long as Vox spares Charlie and lets the rest of the hotel staff go free. It's a classic devil's bargain, putting Alastor in the enemy's hands, but keeping the hotel and its mission alive. Vox can't resist the drama. He accepts, and with that, Alastor's humiliation becomes public entertainment. Velvet rallies the cameras, and the news breaks as Alastor is Vox's prisoner, vindicating Vox in the eyes of hell and ramping up the propaganda war against the hotel. Charlie and her team are booted from the studio. Shell, shocked and angry. The Princess of Hell is powerless to stop what's unfolding, and Alastor is now at the mercy of his rival. After the fallout, Vox celebrates his victory with Val and Alastor, while mocking Alastor's downfall. Vox offers booze and the chance to reminisce, digging into why Alastor ever bothered with the Hazbin Hotel. He's hungry for answers about Alastor's past, his rise from 1930s mortal to radio demon to overlord. But Alastor refuses to spill, reminding Vox there are no real friendships in hell, only deals and betrayals. Vox tries to pitch a partnership, radio and video, combining their powers to rule hell together. But Alastor rejects him outright, finding the suggestion weak and pathetic. The emotional tension spikes as Vox realizes he needs Alastor for power, and Alastor taunts him for being dependent on others, just like always. Their verbal sparring is cut with another reprise of "Don't you forget," as Vox gloatingly cements his place as the new master. Valentino, ever the showman, jokes that they should just fuck already, and playing up the twisted camaraderie and rivalry between the two. And so, the episode closes in a whirlwind of humiliation, power shifts, and bleak truths. Alastor is captive, Charlie's reputation is in tatters, the hotel is ridiculed, and Vox stands victorious. But the real sting is emotional. Alastor isn't just defeated, he's shown as vulnerable, bound by deals he can't break. Charlie's hope for redemption is battered, but she still has a team that's loyal, if a little dysfunctional. If you step back, the main theme of this episode is about power, manipulation, and fighting to keep hold of your dignity when the world's against you. Every character is forced to face their own limits and dependencies. Charlie on her belief in kindness, Alastair on his Faustian bargains, Vox on his hunger for validation and control. The big twist isn't just the public defeat, it's the personal unraveling. The rehabilitation mission is now glitched by scandal and betrayal, but the fight isn't over. Hazbin Hotel Season 2 Episode 4 shows there are no easy victories in hell. Deals come at a price, alliances shift, and reputation is everything. The episode's end leaves huge questions. Will Charlie recover? Will Alastair break free? Can the hotel survive the media blitz and power plays from hell's most vicious overlords? The tension is at an all-time high, setting the stage for even bigger battles ahead. So, what did you think of the episode? Did any lines stick with you, or any moments totally blow you away? If you loved this deep recap and want more Hazbin Hotel breakdowns just like this, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe and share so you never miss an update from Hell's Wildest Hotel.